Good morning, guys. Welcome back to an episode of Rolling With The Cavalry. Today we have a few things going on. So we just finished a load going from Calistown, Oklahoma, up to Springfield, Kansas. It was just a load of conduit spools. It's a big plastic pipe on a big metal wheel. We just hauled 12 spools up here to Spring Hill. It was a shortcut, very easy to do, nothing really fancy or interesting. It was very windy at the pickup and delivery, so I didn't really record anything for that. So unfortunately, I'm not going to show you guys any of that. But we are headed back to Pleasant, Kansas to pick up another one of the 4-dimensional concrete walls. It is not an escorted load. They do not have any more escorted loads coming out of there as of right now. So we are shit out of luck for that one. But we're going to go pick this up. It is currently 11 o'clock in the morning. We're about 45 minutes out. We're going to stop and use the bathroom and stuff before we get there, just because it's going to take a while to get everything done and situated. And then we're going to head back down to Oklahoma to make our delivery tomorrow. We will not make it all the way there today just due to hours of service restraints. I am not allowed to operate at night at all in Oklahoma. It's just one of their rules. So we're going to end up having to shut down pretty early on so that we can find somewhere to park, because the further we go, the less likely we will find anywhere to go. So I will keep you guys up to date on what exactly we're doing, and I'm going to try to record a little bit more than I did the last time we were there with the loading and unloading processes on this load, but I have no promises. The last time I was there, it was really hard to do anything with loading it, mainly because I don't have a way to mount my phone to the back of the trailer or the tractor or anything like that to record it. So we'll see what I can come up with while we're on our way there. But stay tuned, guys. We'll do that shortly. Alright, well, we arrived. We checked in, and now we're just waiting. I don't really know what's going on. There's a dude sitting up in the entrance back there, just sitting there waiting. There's a dude sitting up here waiting. There's a dude loading, like moving stuff around in the yard. So I don't actually know where the hell they want me to go. I'm going to just hang tight right here and figure that out later, I guess. Oh, boy. Can it be bedtime? I'm tired. It's already been a long day. My eyes are full of dust and irritated. The place we delivered to this morning, it was windy as shit, and it was a dirt lot. And I just kept getting sand and stuff in my eyes. Even with safety glasses on, they did not help. Don't stare at me, it's weird. Okay. The dude in the pickup truck is like, as he drove by, it's like, what are you doing? You can go away, dude. Even the woman in the guard check, I was like, yeah, no, the company I'm working with, like, they told me they had escorted loads, so I hauled butt from Bozeman, Montana down here. Come to find out there are no more escorted loads. And she's like, I'd be pissed too. I don't know if you can tell between the 2 episodes ago and then the one that came out yesterday. I still feel like shit. My voice cracks and comes in and out every once in a while. That's a big shackle over there. It's the size of my head, and it's just sitting on a concrete slab over there. That is the crane, and that beam goes up, and the beam going across goes up and down, as well as side to side, to allow them to pick up the slabs and move them onto the trucks. It's actually kind of cool. But that was just what you would call like a port-style crane or like a shipping yard crane. It's meant for shipping containers. It can pick them up and move them around very easily doing it that way. It's a lot easier to use them for that than it would be like a standard standalone crane. But yeah, it's kind of cool. I don't understand why when it's on the selfie mode, it like focuses in and out really quickly a bunch of times. I apologize for that. I need to get better about waiting for it to stop doing that before actually recording what I want to record. There's Miss April.
Good morning.
There's Dumbo. Hi, Valkyrie. And then He-May. Hi, puppies. The truck's a bit of a mess right now, but that's because the dogs destroyed it within like 5 seconds of being released from their tether. The little white dog, Valkyrie, she's obnoxious and likes to chew on everything and destroy stuff, and then this one is not. She's an old girl. She doesn't do that very often.
You just want to butter up everybody to your dog.
Butter my biscuits. He makes my dog.
Everyone to think that one doesn't do anything.
Yep. Right, He-May? Oh,
He's
get your hair
guilty,
everywhere.
too.
Come here. Come here. The boobies. Little booby. He-May, say something to the camera. She's like, nah. She's a good puppy. She's an old girl. Alright, can you get down, please? Thank you. No, back up. You don't need to be by my... If you want something that's on the floor next to my foot, and there's nothing there. So. Hey, Nutso. Crackhead. Valkyrie. Hi, Crackhead. Did you want to say something to the cameras? You don't smoke. Go away. I don't know if I'm going to keep doing it like vlog style, where I just have the camera facing me all the time. Look at my hair, it's all messed up. What? Just be in the video like this. Just, I got struck by lightning. Right. I don't know what's going on with my hair. It's all like frizzy. Stands up on my head. I'm going bald, so it doesn't matter. Come summertime, I'm going to shave it all off again.
What? Shave what off?
My hair. Not my beard, my hair. What little I have left of it. If I had a nickel for every hair that has fallen out of my head, I'd have a couple $1,000s. Now, if I had a nickel for every hair that came out of my dog, I'd have a couple $1 billion. That dog sheds like crazy. Oh, we're moving. Well, he is. I just gotta roll forward. I like how they're like, go to the stop sign. You can't even see the stop sign until you get to it. It's behind a massive pile of concrete. Apparently this wall that we are picking up is 47 feet long. It's a pretty good wall. By 11 foot 9 inches wide. See, this is why we should be on the left side. It's way easier to make the swing. But Nimrod over here wants to do things differently. Hi, Mr. Forklift. You just ran into that trailer, my guy. This facility is kind of funny. They're like, no smoking anywhere on the property. Everybody here is smoking. All the workers, all the drivers, everybody's smoking. You're going somewhere. I don't know.
Did he tell you?
Well, he waved me on. I'm not sure where he wants me to go. They're moving the big old crane around. I'm not sure what he wants me to do. He didn't give me any directions. He just waved at me. We'll find out. going through the mud puddles. Sounds like fun. This is a very sketchy area to drive through. With how narrow everything is.
Do you want me to do the video?
No, it's okay. Sketchy, sketchy. Only 2 inches away from that massive pile of concrete walls. Where are we going, buddy? You told me to follow you, so I'm following you. Just confused on where we're going. These are all broken. We're waiting. Oh, I see. That makes sense. We're picking up this wall.
Okay.
I don't know. He just told me to stop, and I'm in the middle of 2 walls. This is their baby crane. He's tiny. We've seen this before when we did the big generator. I don't remember where that went, but that same kind of crane. Pick that up to put blocks underneath it. That one's a walk beside, so there's no driver in that one. The guy that's walking next to it, he's controlling it. Is where the other one has a driver that actually maneuvers the whole thing. That's kind of cool. Oh, thank you. Spring high. Did you get one for yourself? Anyway, guys, I gotta go over my permits and select my route and stuff before we even head out of here. So I'm gonna sign off so that I can do that, and then I'll be back with you guys once they decide that they're gonna start loading us. So we'll be back. Okay, I don't know if you guys can hear me or not, but they're loading us now. But I found out I was going over the permits they sent me, and there's an issue. They sent me the wrong permit. It's for Texas, and I need to do a permit for Oklahoma. Whoops. I have a valid permit for Kansas. Granted, it's from the last trip that I did. It's still valid. It's technically speaking. I mean, it's still within its time frame. It's not expired yet. The Oklahoma permit is expired. So I think we're going to end up having to run on that one and then wait on them to get me new Oklahoma permit. But alrighty, guys. So I'm not going to show them actually loading it because I did that in the last video. But it's also really hard to record from inside the cab, and there's no way for me to record outside the cab right now. I am working on my little camera gimbal thing for back there. I just have to test some things out and see if it's going to work, but it should. So just hold on. We're getting there. I'll see you guys when we're strapping it down. Well, just like last time, I get loaded and I go over to start strapping down and stuff, and I want to record while I'm doing it. And they're so fucking busy that I wasn't able to. So we're rolling down now. Hopefully this time we don't get stopped and have to wait for a train. That'd be great. I'm running out of daylight. It's 2 o'clock, almost 2 o'clock now. I have till about 6:15 before I have to shut down legally. So we're not going to make it all the way there today. But also, I don't feel like driving that far. So we're probably not going to. We don't have to have this delivered until like 3 tomorrow. But we're going to get there as soon as we can. It's quite a boring drive. It just takes forever. Not to mention, once we do get there, we're going to have to sit and wait in line for hours and hours, because that's just how it goes. There's going to be a bunch of trucks there in the morning, so there's no sense in rushing to get there. But we'll get her done. Anyway, see you in a minute.
He's being mean. She's yelling at me. You're yelling at me. Stop yelling at me. We're just letting the dogs out, and we're at our first stop with all the lights and everything going on. We're gonna run inside and grab some stuff and head on down the road. But I don't even know if you can hear me, so I really gotta find my microphones. But she's being mean. She's being mean.
No, I'm not.
You're being a bully.
You just won't love me.
You're being a bully.
I just need a hug.
I'm tangled in between you and the dog.
So.
Timber.
Ah!
Okay. All right, let's go. Pups, come here, crackhead. Come in. Come in. Vámonos. 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 Let's go. Stop laughing at me, Goose. Come here, Hime.
The goose is literally laughing at you.
Pretty much, it's probably a duck.
I think it's laughing.
I'm getting laughed at by a duck. Get in the truck. Not you, crackhead.
Did you not see her try to pull a bush with
No.
like a little tree thing?
I'm dropping things. Get out of... Fucking dog. Get out of the way.
Third time the charm.
Move.
Babe, it's third time the charm.
Tether your puppy and come on. Or did you not need anything from inside? I shut the door on her.
Who's being rude and mean, huh? Because it's certainly not me today.
Ow!
Exposed.
Alrighty, guys. How we doing? So I got a bit of a long update for you just because I wasn't able to film today. I've been on the phone a lot and dealing with a bunch of stuff. Last night we were driving down the road and I started to notice my brakes were going out and they weren't working very well. So I stopped, I reset them, I adjusted them as best I could, kept rolling down the road, still was having an issue with it. And so we ended up not making it as far as we wanted to. And we ended up stopping at a small truck stop for the night and figuring out, well, you know, we'll be a few hours out of where we need to be, and that's fine. And we'll go deliver it first thing in the morning, and then we'll go and get some maintenance done at one of the terminals because we weren't that far from the Hutchins terminal in Texas. So this morning I woke up and started driving down the road, and then around 8 o'clock when the agency that I deal with these projects and stuff opened up, they called me and said, hey, you know, are you looking for a load? We're looking for a load going back up to Kansas for you, and we found this one. It's down in Texas. Is it something you'd be interested in? And I had to inform them that unfortunately I needed to get some maintenance done on the truck. Sorry, it's been a day. So they were like, okay, well, we'll just take this time. Instead of getting you another load today, we'll take this time and we'll have you go down to the Hutchins terminal and go get your maintenance done, get a preventative maintenance done, a DOT inspection on the truck and trailer, the truck, because the trailer's got one that's more recent, and get your brakes fixed. So I said, okay, I gotta call the maintenance people for CRST to get that all set up and everything, just, you know. be forewarned. I don't know how long it's going to take. So I call the maintenance crew over at CRST, let them know the situation, tell them about my brake problem. I've been having to adjust my brakes every day. They keep going out on me. They're not working the greatest. They're slick. And the pads are good. The drums are decent. I mean, they have a little bit of wavy pattern in them, but I don't really know what's going on. They're not adjusting it correctly. I need a PM and a DOT inspection, even though I have a few months left on the old ones. I mean, I could have gone a little bit longer on it, but they were like, hey, you know what? We'll get it all done all at one time. So we're going to call Hutchins, Texas. So they call the terminal, and they say, hey, I got a driver who's on a project, loads and stuff. He needs a PM, DOT inspection, some brakes and stuff done. What's the time frame? What are we looking at for time? And they said, oh, well, we can't even look at the truck till Friday. I was like, nope, not waiting that long. That's not happening. I need to stay on the road, make money. So send me to a truck stop, like a Love's or a TA or something. I was like, send me to a different shop. Get me in today. Said, okay, no problem. When you're empty, give us a call. We'll find a truck stop for you to go to that's going in the direction you need to be going to get the maintenance done. So all right, no problem. That's not a big deal. Maintenance is part of the job. Not really a whole ordeal. Nothing to get mad about. It's a little bit of downtime. I lose a little bit of money, but it's a safety thing. I apologize for the lighting, guys. Let me open the curtain up a little bit more. So I get empty. We go up to the place. Now, this was the fastest in and out for one of these walls that I've probably seen myself. A lot of other drivers were like, holy crap. But I rolled in there, and by the time I was done, I was strapping everything. The dude's like, hey, go on back, back in down the side of the building and stuff, and we'll unload you right now. The funny thing was there was like 2 other trucks sitting there waiting to get unloaded, and they pulled me in first. I had just showed up. And the guys that are sitting there, they've been there since 7 o'clock in the morning. They're giving me this evil eye, like, hey, what the hell is going on? We've been here waiting forever. And it's just because I had the right piece that they were looking at. So the wall that we delivered before was one of the front-facing walls of the building that has all the dock doors on it. It was one of the last panels on that wall. It was actually the one going on the corner. So they had finished that front side other than 2 panels in the center that they were waiting on that were specialty ones that were way bigger than what I had and stuff, and they hadn't been finished yet. They got them down there the other day, so they had finished that front wall by the time we showed up. And we had started on the side wall. Well, they were all the way done with the side wall except for 1 panel, which is the panel that I had. And they were going to start on the back wall, which is the panels that the other drivers had. And they could have started with them earlier in the day and started going down that wall. And he was like, you know what, you're here. We need that panel anyway. And we don't want to move the crane twice. We don't want to have to move the crane around the corner, unload 2 other trucks, and then move it back to the corner so that we can unload you. So we just unloaded you first. So it was kind of funny watching these dudes get all upset because I got unloaded before them. It just so happened to be because I had the correct number on the side of my panel that I was delivering. So that was kind of interesting. It was kind of funny. So we get it delivered. We go down the road to the truck stop that we stayed at last weekend. We let the dogs out, get some food. And then I call the agent, let him know, hey, I made my delivery. I was there for X amount of time. Submit the paperwork and inform them, hey, I got to call VRT to make sure that I can get this maintenance stuff done. I'm just waiting to figure out where we're going to go do it. So I call VRT and they tell me, hey, that truck stop that you had mentioned before in the morning is one of the ones that you can't call them. You have to just send in the work order and show up, knock on the door, and walk in and get it done. So all this time that I'm sitting there at the truck stop, I could have been driving down to the place that I needed the maintenance done and gotten it done earlier in the day. Again, not a huge big deal. Doesn't really matter. It's whatever. So we drove to Ardmore, Oklahoma, to a Love's there, and I walked in the building, let them know, hey, I'm Wesley. I'm from CRST. I don't know if they've sent over the maintenance requests and stuff, and they're like, oh yeah. It's for a PM, DOT inspection, brakes, all the works. And I was like, all right, cool. they're like, yeah, we're ready for you. Just, drop your trailer, come on in. So I drop my trailer, go and pull in and stuff, get the truck into the bay. They check everything out, send in the estimate for how much it's going to cost over to CRST, let them know everything that needs to be done, and it took them forever to approve it. So we had the dogs attached to the back of the trailer, sitting in the love. So right now we're just parked. We're up against the grass, and the road that we came in on is right behind us, and there's a big patch of grass that we had the dogs in. Got to hang out with them outside for a little while. It's nice and sunny out here. I know those of you up in the Northeast, it's real cold. But down here it's like 75 degrees. We let the dogs play around in the field there for a little while. That was great. We took them over to a dog yard, let them run around freely off the leads, and that was kind of fun. We let them play around. Came back. They had done the oil change, the filters and everything like that. So they were just waiting on me to start the truck up, let it run for a little bit, because they're not allowed to start my truck. They take the key, but they're not allowed to use it. They're not allowed to start the truck. They can't do any of that stuff. So I started the truck up, let it run for a little bit, make sure we get all the air out of the systems, make sure that it's not going to die while I'm driving. That's all part of when you replace fuel and the oil filters and things like that. You have to let the air get out of the system before you take it going anywhere. Do that, let it sit and run for 10-15 minutes, and then we pulled around the building and backed into a different bay, because the bay that we pulled into is their inspection bay, and they do oil changes and stuff there. It's got a big like a trench in the center of it, so you drive over top of the trench, and that way the workers can stand up underneath the truck. They don't have to you can't put these trucks on jacks. They don't make big jacks like that that all these shops can have access to. The ones that do have jacks and stuff, it's really hard to use. They're dangerous, they're sketchy, and they take forever to set up, and it's just a pain in the butt. So most places don't use them. They use that trench. DOT even does the same thing. When you go to a way station that has an inspection lane inside a building, you're driving over top of a trench, and they walk underneath the trailer. It just makes it a lot easier instead of them getting on a creeper or something. So we moved the truck around, and they did the brake job in like an hour. We hung out on the trailer again with the dogs, and then we went and got dinner over at McDonald's, which is right down the road. And now we're just sitting here hanging out. And I got to edit the video, but not a long one today. Unfortunately, I apologize. I should have done some more recording, but this morning I spent most of my day on the phone with different maintenance people, the shop here, the shop down in Texas, the agencies and things like that, setting everything up that I needed. I was talking to a couple of my friends and stuff, making sure that they had everything that they needed taken care of, because I'm working with some other drivers, helping them out here and there. And then also talking to some of my friends, just shooting the shit. But lost kind of track of what I was doing. Didn't get to record. My phone's not I didn't charge my phone last night, so it was on the charger most of the day, so that I'd actually have battery and I'm using it and stuff while I'm driving and whatnot. Not texting, it's driving and stuff, just making phone calls and stuff. So drains the battery quite a bit. So I didn't really have the ability to record. It's also fast paced when you're down and you pull in. They're like, we're gonna unload you right now, and pull out. So I did find out something interesting though. Last night when we were at the other truck stop, we were out of the truck for a little while going to get food and doing our business and stuff in the bathrooms and things. Someone went through my headache rack and stole some stuff. So like, I don't have my winch bar anymore. I had to borrow one up at the site when we were delivering because I couldn't undo my straps because I didn't have a winch bar to do that. Instead of having to cut them off, I borrowed someone else's equipment to get my equipment off. But somebody went through my headache rack and took some shit, so I got to replace it. I didn't notice it. Nothing I can do about it. It's not the first time. It won't be the last. I need to get some locks on the headache rack. I need to replace the handles and get some key locks for it so that people can't do that. It's unfortunate, but it happens. And, it's just what it is. I did meet some interesting guys, though, on my way down. When I hit I-40 going across Oklahoma, I got to talk over on the CB. Found out my CB does work. People just ignore me when I ask for a radio check, I guess. I don't know why. I was talking to some gentlemen that were hauling double wides for Bennett Transportation. They gave me some sweet information. We talked a little bit during the 45-minute drive from point A to point B on I-40, and I got to help them out. I was a little bit further back in the line of traffic, so I was able to, start moving over and keeping traffic slowed down behind them so that they had time to move, because they're, quite a bit wider than I am, quite a bit longer than I am, quite a bit heavier than I am. So I just hung out behind them and helped them out as best I could. being that I didn't need an escort, and I can hear them long before anything happens, and I can let them know, hey, you got X amount of cars coming up behind you, or hey, I've got lane 2 closed down for you, whatever needed to be done. But I was able to help them. They were able to help me. It was great. And we shared some information back and forth about different companies, different things, different load stuff. So that was kind of cool. But other than that, that's pretty much what we did today. And then Miss April's back there. She's reading her book. Do you want to say hi?
Hello. I like my book. I like the Kindle. It holds thousands of books.
Well, maybe not thousands. You'd run out of storage after a while.
I'm pretty sure Kindles can hold thousands of books.
Yeah, well.
Just imagine if we had all of my books from storage on a semi-truck. There'd be no space.
Yeah, we'd be over 80,000 pounds.
I mean, I could always bring them out of storage and just compile all of my books on here.
No thanks.
Why not?
How many days in a row are you up to?
Hold on. Where's my phone? Hang on. Today is 49.
See, I was right, booger.
And I've read 14 weeks in a row.
Good job. I have read no weeks in a row.
You're at 0, I'm at 14.
All right. Then there's Hime. Where are you at? She's on the floor.
Is it 14 weeks though? Like a little over 3 months?
Honey,
I can't
what is
do
14
math.
divided by 4?
Guys, this is why he drives and I don't do math. Because I can't do
4,
math.
8, 12, 16.
So 3.5 months of reading.
There you go.
What?
Simple math.
This is why I do social media and you drive. Because you know things and I know nothing. You're master, I am Padawan.
Basic math.
No!
Oh.
I don't like math. It does not like me and I don't like it.
Math is hard. Watch BCB CRST truck back right into me.
What?
This dude does not know how to back up. Anyway, so yeah, that's pretty much what we did today. We're just kind of chilling and hanging out at this point. I'm making sure this dude doesn't back into me, so we're going to pay attention. But, alrighty, guys. Thank you guys for joining us. I hope you guys had a great couple of days. I know we had a video come out on Saturday. We had a video come out on Monday. I'm going to keep trying to do that, but this video is a little bit different than ones that I've done over the past couple of weeks. I think I might do more of the vlog style, like, just talking, versus the time-lapse stuff. I don't know what you guys prefer. If you could comment, let me know. I know there's only like 8 of you who follow me, but please comment and let me know what you guys want to see, because I'm not just doing this for shits and giggles. Well, in reality, I am doing it for shits and giggles because I don't really care about you guys. Like, if you don't like my videos, then just don't watch. I don't care. But if you do like the videos, let me know which ones you do like. Like, do you like when I do the time-lapse? Do you like when I do the vlog? Let me know. I can do a time-lapse video once a week and vlogs 2 times a week. I can do that. It's up to you guys. Let me know. I'm dumb, so I don't really know what to do. But anyway, y'all have a good one.